With head coach Caleb Porter. And for first question, we'll go to Brett Hilpern with Bally Sports Great Lakes. Go ahead, Brett.
Can you rate the resiliency of this team and kind of where psychology of this team is at so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at just the bottom line, we're averaging 2 points per game, unbeaten. Obviously, when you take care of business at home with 3 points, you'll take a point on the road any day of the week. But I think bigger than that, the mentality, the hunger. When I was sitting there down 1-0, I just kept thinking, how unfair, how cruel, because I thought our guys rolled their sleeves up and battled the entire game. This is not an easy game. We're on the road playing a team that is fit, that's extremely good in duels, that plays very direct, and we're a soccer team, and normally it's a game that soccer teams struggle in. There's no rhythm, but I thought our guys matched New York. They matched Red Bull. They dealt with the duels. The back four were men. All those moments, those dirty little moments that you have to dig and grind and win second balls. We did that. And the second half, we took the game over, and we broke their press. We wore them down. We looked to be the more fit team. We looked to be the team running and on the front foot. And we should have been up 1-2-0. Those are two very good chances, not just very good. Those are two of the best chances you're ever going to get in the game. And then we give up a goal, and a lesser team, a weaker team, a team that's not as hungry, not as strong mentally. You lose 1-0, and our guys just refuse to lose. And Lucas is off the pitch. We're down a man. The subs came in, and you look at Matan and Luis Diaz and even Giassi, even though he missed that one very good chance, they all were a part of that goal, to level at the death. And it's a great performance, especially in that second half. And I'm very, very proud of our fight and our battle and our defending and our mentality. Very proud of those things. Those are things that you need along the way. And to be able to score that late goal and to do it through guys off the bench having a good attitude and coming in to pull off a play. Luis with an excellent timing on the final ball to Steven, and G in the box. Matan kind of switched the play. All those guys did what they need to do to help this team, even though they didn't start the game and they got very few minutes. So very, very pleased with the performance overall. Still some things to clean up. Obviously, defensive set piece again. But again, I'll say we haven't given up a goal from the open play. So it's those set play moments. But as far as our team defending, not giving up a goal in 4 games. And nobody's broken us down. And they're a team that dumps balls over and over and over again. We manage those moments in the box extremely well. And then I said, obviously, to the group, we have to be a little more cutthroat and punish teams, especially on the road, because you're not going to get as many chances. These are tight games, and we got to be more just ruthless in those 2 moments that we had. You could call it even 3 on the cross that Luis slid across. Those 3 moments, but the two are goals.
Thank you, Caleb. Next, we'll go to Jacob Myers, so Thomas Costel. And if you'd like a final question after that, click raise hand.
Caleb, what was it you saw of why the attack started to really gel there once Giassi got into the game?
I think it was the whole second half. We were pretty good. That first half, a little bit by design. We didn't want to play in their hands. They love to turn you over, and I've seen a ton of teams just too naive. And we played direct. That kind of took away their ability to press us. And it meant that it was going to be a choppier first half. It meant that there weren't going to be many chances. Neither team had good, really clear chances. But now it made it into a second half. Second half, our adjustment at halftime was to now play through the press. We felt like even though their guys fly around and really are aggressive on your buildup, that we could break them through Artie and Darlington. And I thought, we broke their press. And like I said, by the end, their press really wasn't a factor. It wasn't scary. It didn't really give us problems. And when we played through the press, we created our best chances. The goal that we scored, the goal that we should have scored, where Yao slides the ball to G for a tap in. That's a very good high level passage of play, playing through a press and creating, in the open spaces that are vacated by them trying to be overly aggressive. So again, I love our mentality coming on the road, and I think you can see this team. We've got a much different mentality, home and away.
I guess at that point, when you did decide to bring Jesse into the game, what did you feel like getting him in, and I guess Miguel off, but more so just making that sub more energy would kind of give to the group in that moment?
Yeah, again, I think we know we have two good number nines. We know we have several good wingers. Those are great positions to add on energy, to add on quality. And there's nothing worse when the opponent sees now Luis Diaz and Giassi coming in fresh. So a lot of it's just the energy, and in a game that's physical and requires a lot of energy, bringing a fresh player, makes a difference. That's not rocket science. You guys know that, but I think that was the main thing.
Next, we'll go to Thomas Costel, and then the final question will be Jacob.
Thanks for the time, Coach. I appreciate it. First one with Lucas. Is there any preliminary kind of update on Lucas? And then how big is this draw going into an international break where players now don't have 2 weeks to kind of harp on a loss, and it's coming up some positives out of the trip to Harrison?
Well, first of all, even if we didn't get the draw, it was a good performance, especially on the road in a game that's ugly. And I thought we did all the things we needed to do to put ourselves in a position to win the game. And at the end of the day, if we didn't get a result, I would have been very pleased with the execution overall, minus the two easy chances that have to be goals. Those have to be goals. And you can get through a game like this with not scoring those goals, but over the course of a year, those moments, we got to punish teams. So that's for me the one negative takeaway is on a breakaway and a tap in, we're a good enough team that we're up 1-0, 2-0 there on the road, and then we get the 3 points. But again, the performance was good regardless of the result. But for us to now, with Lucas off the field, keep swinging, keep going, and refuse to lose and find a draw, it's a big point. And again, if you're winning at home, you'll take the point. If we average 2 points per game this year, we'll be in good shape. And so it's a great result. It's a great result. But mostly I'm just pleased with the performance coming on the road and the mentality we showed in a difficult game, a challenging game for a team like us who likes to play soccer.
And is there any update on Lucas? I know coming out of the game late, any preliminary idea about how his condition is?
Yeah, I haven't talked to the Chris Schemberger, our athletic training staff yet. We'll see. Obviously, he was supposed to leave for Armenia on that trip. So we'll see. I don't know anything at this point. But I think he kind of tweaked his knee a little bit. I don't think it's anything real serious, but I don't know if he's going to be able to go with Armenia anymore. We'll see. I'll talk to the medical staff.
Thank you.
For our final question, we'll go to Jacob.
Caleb, I guess just to clarify a little bit on Lucas, was he able to put weight on it after the game or when he came off?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was celebrating the draw at the death. What a result, man. What a result. And these are results that, especially again, when we give up a goal to Death San Jose, and just the resiliency for us in this last home game being down and coming back and winning, and then this game being down and coming back and drawing. I don't think you guys might not realize just how important that is along the way for your team and their belief, and to show how strong they are. And yeah, you want the 3, but again, you'll take the point. In the way that we took it, everyone should be very pleased. I know the locker room's pleased that we were able to claw that point out for our supporters.
And last thing on the goal allowed, there's probably a number of things you want cleaned up there, but do you need the ball so close to goal like that, Aloy, to kind of come out and grab that?
I'll have to look at it. I haven't seen the replay of it yet. It was a second ball. So, where are we at on the second ball? I thought, again, over the course of the game, we dealt with those situations extremely well. We looked brave. We looked up for it. When you don't score, though, you end up putting too much pressure on those moments. That's the big thing that everybody knows. If you know the game, you got on the road when you get your chances. You gotta take them. Otherwise, it puts way too much pressure in those moments, especially against a team like Red Bull. But again, just what a great result to pull out that draw to death.